get a place to sleep. Now, you have to know what an inn is like in the Middle East to understand the story. I want you to imagine a very high wall with no windows in the form of a huge square. And in that square wall, there's only one opening, a double gate under an archway at the front, and then you're in. And it's designed to protect travelers and their animals overnight from bandits, from marauders of any kind. And when you go in through the double gate, you see that all around the walls are rooms, individual rooms, sometimes on 2 stories. And all the windows of the rooms look inward. No walls on the outer wall, no windows on the outer wall. And you ask, is there a room in the inn? And they were told there was no room. That doesn't mean no space. It means no room for rent. But there's a courtyard in the middle which will have a well to provide water for the people and their traveling animals, and there are animal troughs for the food. And so the people book a room and leave their camels and donkeys in the courtyard and tie them up to posts there, and then feed and water them in the courtyard. If you can't get a room, then the only alternative is to camp in the courtyard with the animals. And that's what this young couple had to do. They had to bed down for the night in the courtyard among the animals, open to the sky, and where there were troughs for the food for the animals. And after some hours of labor, this young girl, called after Moses' sister Miriam, in English Mary, but in Hebrew Miriam, and she brought a little boy into the world, and having wrapped him in swaddling clothes, I think the Bible says, but you can call them diapers if you like. We call them nappies in England. But she wrapped him in cloths, and she laid him in one of the animal troughs. That's the picture you should have in your mind, not a stable. The Bible doesn't mention a stable, and it certainly doesn't mention a cave. It just says that there was no room at the inn, and she bore her baby and laid him in a manger, a trough for the animals. Not a very salubrious environment to birth a baby. Would you like your baby to be born in a cowshed? That's the nearest I think I can get to the situation. But that's what they did.